Good afternoon. You are watching TV47 News now, where we get to inform you on what is happening across the 47 counties of the Republic. My name is Samson, Jura, and I'll be taking you through this afternoon's highlights of what is happening. Remember to interact with us across our social media platforms at TV47 News on X, TV47 Kenya on Facebook, TV47 KE on Twitter and on Instagram. And News Now begins right now with the highlights. Top on News Now. The Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Justin Muturi, has once again criticized the government regarding cases of abductions and extrajudicial killings directly targeting President William Ruto.
On government, I'm calling on government. The head of government is the president. This matter must be discussed. We cannot just say that you are in government or the other. No. Everybody who is involved must come out.
Also, activists in Mombasa have staged protest after 2 of the 4 men who abducted in Lolongo were found dead. Meanwhile, Chief Justice Martha Koome has pointed out the importance of the role played by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission selection panel in shaping the nation's democracy. Koome says the future of the country's democracy depends on the integrity of the individuals chosen by the panel to lead the IEBC. Thank you for choosing us to inform you. Your time is greatly appreciated. 22047 is the short SMS code. The hashtag on X is TV47 News Now. Let's begin. The National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has called out the Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, the Director of Criminal Investigations Amin Mohamed, and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions over the ongoing abductions that have left scores dead. Wetangula, who spoke in Huisero, Kakamega County, said the current situation of police disowning abductions is unacceptable, terming it as retrogressive and returning the country to the dark era of killings and forced disappearances.
The Office of DPP and internal security organs to investigate thoroughly and come to the root cause of who is kidnapping people and later they are found dead. The police say they are not the ones doing it. We want them to investigate and tell Kenyans who are these criminal elements in our midst who are unlawfully arresting people, causing their disappearance, and eventually they are found dead. We shudder to get back to any situation yenye tulikuwa tunapata mili katika River Yala na kwingine. Serikali ya Kenya Kwanza iliahidi na inazingatia respect for human rights. So IG, DCI, DPP ambaye ni kijana yetu kutoka hapa Kakamega, lazima mfanye uchunguzi wa kina na kwa haraka iwezekanavyo ili tukomeshe hii mambo ambayo inaleta jina mbaya kwa nchi yetu.
To some devastating news. 2 people have feared dead early this morning after being involved in a fatal accident that occurred in Thwake River along Machakos-Kitui Road. The accident involved a Toyota Probox that lost control into the river and claimed the lives of 2 on the spot, while 2 others were rescued and rushed to Machakos Level 5 Hospital. The incident was reported and confirmed by the Deputy Chief in Kithiangaini, Stephen Mutia, who explained that the vehicle was from Masi region heading to Machakos town.
Around saa 8 kulioka accident hapa Kiaoni Thwake, na mimi ndo mtu wa kwanza kufika, ambapo tulikuja tukatafuta gari mara ya kwanza ikapotea na tukarudi nyumbani. At around saa 8 hivi na nusu tukapokea simu kutoka kwa wenyeji wenzetu kwa upande wa Kaani Kadhiani, ndo tukapokea tukakuja wakatuambia gari yenyewe imeanguka. Ndo sasa tukachukua hatua ya kuokoa watu ambao walikuwa hapo ndani ya gari. Tukafanikiwa kutoa 3 ambapo 2 walikuwa wamekufa. Na mmoja ambaye alikuwa dereva alitoroka akaenda ambapo hatujui alienda wapi.
Gari ilikuwa toka upande wa Masii ikienda upande wa Machakos. Ilikuwa imepepa maembe na ajali ilikuwa mbaya sana. Iliingia hii daraja ya Thwake kutoka juu iliprai mpaka chini kwa maji.
Meanwhile, the Cabinet Secretary for Public Service, Justin Muturi, has once again criticized the government over the cases of abductions and extrajudicial killings witnessed in the country by calling out his boss, that is President William Ruto. Speaking while addressing the media on Friday noon at City Mortuary, where the bodies of 2 of 4 young men abducted in Mlolongo were found, Muturi expressed outrage at the continued disappearances and murder of Kenyan youth. He further urged the president to shift his focus on protecting the citizens rather than solving international crises, including wars in Congo.
It suffices that I sit in government and I'm calling on government. The head of government is the president. This matter must be discussed. We cannot just say that you are in government or the other. No. Everybody who is involved must come out. And you know, government exists, among other things, to protect the lives and property of the citizens. These are citizens whose lives have been taken at a very young age. This is a very serious matter, you know, and actually it should take the anger of this country, because why are we allowing young boys and girls to be kidnapped, only later to be found killed? Surely, what kind of country are we? And we are pretending to be solving issues in DRC? This is a very serious issue. I mean, the number of people that have died are so many that it should prick the conscience of any right-thinking leader in this country.
Well, of course, that is an issue that has been shaking a lot of headlines in the country. Remember, these individuals were, in December the 16th, abducted by people who are believed to be the police. And of course, the officials from the police, from the security agencies, as well as investigative agencies, have been denying to be involved in this. Remember, yesterday, the families went to the Nairobi funeral home, which was earlier known as City Mortuary, to be able to identify the bodies. And of course, this is not an isolated cases. Remember, the issue of abductions has been happening in the country since the protest of June 2024 that saw an unrest of youth, especially the Gen Zs who have been protesting to have government accountability. Remember, this led to President William Ruto, as well as dissolving his entire cabinet and bringing in new blood in what he terms as the broad-based governments, which he says intends to bring Kenyans together to see better service delivery of his government. Moving on, Chief Justice Martha Koome has emphasized the role given to the Independent and Electoral Boundaries Commission IEBC selection panel will shape the country's democracy. She stated that the future of the country's democracy depends on the integrity of the men and women the panel selects to lead the IEBC. Koome noted that the IEBC is not just another government agency, rather it is the custodian of the country's electoral integrity, and its composition must reflect the highest standards of professionalism and credibility. The CJ made the remarks on Friday during the swearing-in of 2 remaining members of the selection panel, Fatuma Samani and Caroline Kituku.
We cannot and we must not allow such a situation to persist any longer. The Constitution is clear. Governance must be continuous. Institutions must function effectively, and the rights of Kenyans must not be held hostage by uncertainty or unnecessary delays. As the judiciary, we have remained unwavering in our commitment to upholding the rule of law and protecting constitutional processes from manipulation, obstruction, or undue influence. While every Kenyan has the right to seek legal redress on matters of constitutional significance, we hold the view that this must not be weaponized to store governance or advance narrow political interests at the expense of the public good. I said this on Monday, that I took personal responsibility to ensure that all cases that were affecting the delaying of the constitution of the IEBC were prioritized for resolution. Because justice must never be an obstacle to progress, it must be the very foundation upon which a just and democratic society is built. So today, I urge all the institutions and stakeholders involved in this process, Parliament, political actors, civil society, and even the general public, to ensure that the recruitment of the new IEBC commissioners is concluded and conducted with speed. There must also be utmost integrity and transparency, because the Kenyan people expect and deserve nothing less. Today, as you take on the responsibility of the selection panel, your oath of office, the one you have taken, is not just a mere formality. It is a pledge of service to the people of Kenya. It demands that you act with integrity, resisting any influence that seeks to compromise the credibility of the process. Your guiding principle must be merit, and merit alone. Strong institutions are the bedrock of our democracy. The IEBC, like all constitutional commissions, must be allowed to function independently, free from political or external interference. As a nation, we must remain committed to ensuring that our institutions serve the people, not personal interests. Let us not lose sight of the weight of this moment. The work you embark on today is not just about filling positions. It's about securing the legitimacy of our elections, the stability of our...
Now, on Thursday, the Kenya Medical Training College, KMTC, conducted a routine visit to the Nakuru campus to assess the institution's well-being and ensure high-quality services for both students and staff. Dr. Kelly Olwoch emphasized KMTC's mission to equip students with essential skills to address health disparities and to establish the college as a global leader in affordable healthcare training. He highlighted KMTC's role in the producing of over 85% of Kenyans' healthcare workers and its commitment to research, curriculum development, and policy creation. Dr. Olwoch also encouraged students from marginalized communities, especially in Turkana, to apply for scholarships available for the March intake.
Thank you so much. Right now, there are several activities taking place in this campus. Number one, we have final qualifying examinations ongoing. Number two, we have end of semester exams which are ongoing. And the students are preparing to start sports activities. First, they are happy that we have been able to make progress, particularly in areas of skills laboratories. We've been able to equip the laboratories. We've been able to buy computers for the computer laboratories. And we are in the process of renovation. We've done a few renovations. And they have expressed need for more classrooms. They have also expressed need for more sports equipment and also to be involved in extracurricular activities. And already these are the things that we want to hear from them. We are happy about the fact that they're able to express themselves on almost everything that is affecting them. And we've advised them that as an institution, we have channels of communication, and at the same time, we are ready to listen to our students and also to consult with our campus management to ensure that there is seamless training in these campuses. We emphasize three things in Kenya Medical Training College. You know that this is the premier middle-level training institution in this country. And our students, when they graduate, work both locally and internationally. And as an institution, we have set a vision of being a globally competitive institution. And therefore, we can never take the quality of training lightly. And therefore, this is the reason why we visit every campus frequently, to just make sure that the standards of training are sustained, maintained, and even improved.